Today on Sports Cards with Joe
and Doug,
we're talking Chicago National.
Woo! Woo!
Can't wait to see you there. Welcome back to Sports Cards with Joe
and Doug.
And Doug, today we are talking the Chicago National. It starts tomorrow. I cannot wait.
That's crazy.
It's just flown by. Before you know it, we're going to be setting up showcases and greeting folks from all over the planet, for that matter. And we've got a nice array of some vintage cards we're going to have in the booth. So let's talk first big picture. You've done several nationals. I've done a lot of them. I won't go just how far back. Let's say back to 1988. How's that? So, Doug, when you think about the national, give a couple of bullet points. What do you think of, and things that you can share with our viewers that will be helpful to them if they're coming out to the show?
I think there are a lot of bullet points, advice that we can give you guys, but the number one bullet point in my mind is to wear comfortable shoes. You may think that's silly and that shouldn't be number one, but there are almost all concrete floors. It looks like it's a mile from one end to the other of the showroom, and you just want to have comfortable shoes. You will thank me for that. Wear your tennis shoes, wear your arch supports, and you will do great.
Yeah, so comfortable shoes.
What about you, Joe? What do you think would be
for me? I think of I was just advising one of our viewers on this. He was talking about he had a big card he wants to purchase there, and I said, well, you better bring some cash. I said, because now in our booth, which let's go ahead and tell them, we're going to be at 853, 855, and 952. We're going to be located across from one of the big corporate areas, right across from Leaf Trading Cards. We're going to be really easy to find. We've got 450 square feet of cards and collectibles. And for some of you in the past years who have said, hey, I couldn't find your booth, trust me. If you're anywhere in the vicinity of our booth, you will not miss us this year. That's all I'm going to tell you. You've got to come
Teaser.
by. It's a teaser. You will crack up when you see our booth, some of the things we got going on. You will not, if you're within a football field's length of our booth, you will find us, trust me. But 853, 855, 952 across from Leaf. So
I think we're going to be right across, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, from one of the most popular places, which is going to be Golden's.
Yeah, from looking at the map, we're directly across from Leaf, and then I think Golden is just to the right of Leaf, and then eBay is right there. So we've got some other heavy hitters near us.
I just know with the Netflix show, which I watched, I thought it was great. I just think there's going to be a lot of attention around the Golden booth this year. There was last year, and he didn't even have the Netflix show out.
Right.
So
I'm going to get back to the point. You asked me what was the point. So the point I was making was at our booth, at booths plural, we will be taking Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, and of course cash. But a lot of dealers there will only take cash. So I was telling this viewer of ours, like, you better bring cash on a big purchase like that. I said, they're not going to want to take it. And we're talking 5-figure purchase. Like, you better bring cash for that, because you never know, the seller might only want cash. So cash is king at the National for sure.
You didn't mention it, but I assume credit cards will be perfectly fine at our booth as well.
Correct, yes. So credit cards as well. Most people now just use one of those methods for their credit card, but yes, credit cards are fine as well.
I might write a check. I'm so old-fashioned.
I don't know.
I might just.
We
terrible.
have to verify funds first. We contact your employer. See if the check's going to be good.
That's too good.
So let's talk about. We've talked about bring cash to the show, wear comfortable shoes.
I've got a good.
All right, I do too. You go ahead.
I'll go. If you are planning on selling some cards, please do your homework and let us know how much you want for them. That sounds a little simple, but a lot of times we're handed a stack of cards and they go, make me an offer. And it's, we can, it usually takes a little while, a little research, but hopefully if they're your cards, you can do all that research ahead of time and go, well, retail, they're about $5,000, but I'd be willing to accept blah, blah, blah. Something like that. It's just very helpful. It's very hard to have a whole box of cards or even just a few cards handed to us and us be the only one to come up with a price.
Yeah, that's a great point, Doug, because a lot of times we understand our team is going to be dealing with several thousand different clients in our booths. And so if someone comes up wanting to sell and they go, well, I'm not really sure, and like, we don't have time, unfortunately. Like in our store, we might have time to price something out, but if somebody comes up with a shoebox full of cards, we don't have time to price everything out. So do your own research ahead of time, because anyone you interact with that you're trying to sell to, they're going to want that data. So the other thing too is we have so many, year after year at the National, people are like, well, eBay's 100, I'll go 90. I'm like, well, that's more than you could actually net on eBay if you sell it yourself there. So you've got to understand. Now, certainly Ohtani cards are really hot. There's certain players that are very hot and in demand, but that doesn't mean you can get 100% of eBay, because if you're going to try to get 100% of eBay, you're on the wrong side of the table. We don't typically get that because, we price stuff around market, but then we wheel and deal when people are buying large purchases and things like that. So you got to be aware of that if you're trying to sell. So do your research first, know what you want, know what percentages you want to work off of. So other thing
another point
I wanted to make was you will wear yourself out if you're carrying boxes around the show. Either have a backpack on, or the best idea to me is the rolling suitcases, like the Zion cases we sell on the website, little sales pitch there. The Zion cases are awesome. We actually use them when we go to a national because when we're carrying cards back and forth, we might be pricing cards overnight, we might be doing deals in the lobby, you never know. So we roll them back to the hotel room in those cases. So it's great to have an easy way to transport a couple hundred cards around the room without physically carrying them. And even if you put them in a backpack, that can wear you down eventually. I know you use a backpack a lot of times.
Absolutely.
But it can wear you out if you weigh it down too much. But just understand you want your hands free to deal with people, so have a mode of carrying your cards safely and keep an eye out on them. You don't leave that suitcase sitting astray somewhere.
By itself.
Exactly. So
those are really good. Those are very important points, all of those. I know there's tons more that we could bring up.
Stay hydrated. Literally, because you're talking about this year's going to be the largest national ever, if I'm correct from what I've been told, size-wise. You're talking like maybe 2 football fields worth of cards. I don't have the exact measurement. I'm just giving you a ballpark. So you're going to be doing a lot of walking. Literally, you can get your steps, and you may walk miles per day. When years I didn't set up, I literally walked miles per day around the room.
Well, I'm telling you, even being at the booth all day long, you're walking constantly.
Yes.
Matter of fact, that's another point about comfortable shoes is you are doing a lot of standing still also. And you may not think you need those comfortable shoes, but that's even more important. That's even worse on your knees and your joints.
Yeah. I made the worst mistake last year. I came with a brand new pair of shoes.
I remember.
National. My feet were so bad after a few days, I had to actually go get some Nike flip-flops. My feet were just swollen. It was bad.
The first day, Joe was walking around in his socks, and I was like, oh, cool. Are we out of uniform now? Can we go flip-flops? It was funny. It was funny, but it wasn't funny.
But painful, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about our booth, things you can expect there. We've given you a few pointers. You're welcome to share in the comments, those who've attended nationals before. So as we said, comfortable shoes, some way to carry your cards, stay hydrated, bring cash. Those are some critical bullet points. And come by our booths. That's a very critical
point. That would be number one, of course.
Yes, that should be number one.
In your comfortable shoes.
So we will be, we have 10 team members that will be there this year. That's the most we've ever brought to the National. And so we've got one of our vintage experts will be there manning our vintage section. We're going to have thousands upon thousands of vintage cards, both raw and vintage there, raw and graded there. We have a huge selection. My son, who handles a lot of our modern slabs, is going to be there. He's flying in to help us. And so we're going to have a huge selection of LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, all your leading NBA stars graded. And for the first time, I'm bringing a huge selection of certified vintage boxes, baseball card exchange boxes dating back into the 70s. We're going to have 2 showcases full of those. So it's going to be, we got $5 boxes. We've got
I'm going to tell you, the best thing that we're bringing this year is the same thing we brought last year and the year before, except it's all new inventory. Joe's been buying all year long, and we have an unbelievable assortment of 1948, 49, 50, 51, every year of raw card in order. They're in order. Please bring your wish, your want list, your list. Bring your list. Every year we have a lot of the same people come by our booth every year, and I love seeing the old school list where they're set builders and they still need to fill it in. All of our cards are priced. The prices are clearly marked on all of our holders. All of our raw cards are priced.
Even the $5 stuff and up. Yeah, we literally have, last I counted, we have 30 shoe boxes full of vintage. 30 shoe boxes.
2 row. Yes.
2 row. Yeah.
We probably brought 20 or maybe a little more than 20 last year, so that's even more.
So we're talking every single card is priced, every single card is in order, broken down by year. So if you're a vintage set builder or just a vintage collector, we're going to have everything $30 and up will be under glass in the showcases. Everything under 30 will be in flip-through boxes in order to make it simple for you. So there might be a line, so come to us early and often. We're going to try to spread them out so that you have room, so that multiple collectors can work on them at a time. But like here, talking about vintage, we have a number of great consignments through our consignment program that have been given to us to bring to the show, including these beauties. These have not been on eBay. They won't be on eBay unless they don't sell at the show. So check out, we got 55 Jackie Robinson, 53 Mantle. We got 252 Willie Mays. One of them we didn't have room to show. We got 2 different 56 Mantles from his MVP year. So just some beauty. Koufax rookie. And these are not 9s and 8s. These are affordable grades between as low as a 1.5 up to, I think we got some 5s.
There was a 5 in there, yeah. I definitely saw a 5.
So, still nice looking cards, but actually affordable for vintage collectors who love these iconic Hall of Famers. Every one of them up here, Hall of Famers.
And I know that we talked about pointers for the consumer, for the hobbyist, but I know that you guys have pointers for us as well, and we do listen, and we would love your feedback on this because every year we get, thank you so much for putting the prices on the front of the cards. Not just putting the prices on the cards, but putting them on the front, because even when they're on the back, you have to ask, and we understand. We are hobbyists ourselves. We want to know. We don't even want to get started with certain conversations if we don't really need to. But the organization, putting our raw cards in numerical order, is another one that people are surprised at how well organized we are.
Yeah. For us, it's not a, it's a week before the show, let's throw everything together. No, we literally work and prep national ideas the entire year. So
it's true. It's very true.
Vintage, we work on all year long to try to have it ready, and we literally have been pricing graded cards for over 2 months now, just preparing stuff for the show. So if I look bleary-eyed, it's because I've been up every single night pricing cards, and so but it's worth it because we get to bring this great selection, and I can go ahead and share it. We're going to have the debut of for every one of our viewers who are there. We have the debut of the Joe and Doug trading card.
What?
Yes.
Nice. I have a trading
He's
card.
playing with y'all. He knew about it.
Well, I've seen it. I haven't seen the actual card. I've seen an image of it.
Yeah. But we will have them in hand starting tomorrow at the show.
Let me take one down to the Topps booth because I'm a little jealous that Jeff has an actual Topps baseball card, and maybe I can show him ours.
That's right. Yeah, Jeff Wilson, our friend Jeff, has one in the big leagues.
Very impressed. I am very impressed, though. That it's an awesome card too. By the way,
it is. And but just a little jealous.
I know we're not a little jealous. We're a lot jealous.
So we have our own trading card in the booth. So we hope you'll come by and
pick one up for free.
And get Doug's autograph.
How much are we charging for autos? What do they charge up there at the National?
All I can say is if you get an autograph from us, it will truly be a priceless autograph. Truly priceless. So,
how much do we have to pay them to mark up the card?
Yeah. Yes, I do have to share the story from last year's National.
Okay.
So just because our viewers will get a laugh. So I did have someone come up and want an autograph. So I was like, well, sure, and I had a trading card from another event I was at of me. So I said, yeah, I'll sign it. So I'm walking around the room and somebody stops me. He's like, oh, hey, man. And I'm like, another autograph request. Here
another fan.
And so instead, the guy, he goes, hey, man. And I was like, yeah, sure thing, man. What you need? He goes, hey, buddy, can you take my picture with this other guy over here? And so he wanted me for my camera skills, which are actually pretty lacking, so it's probably not a very good photo. But, God keeps you humble. So I'd had the one autograph request, and then the next one was actually just to take a photo. So
oh, man, can you help us? Oh, that's too funny, Joe.
So this year, if we get any requests, I'll oblige. And if I get requests to take photos of you and someone else, I'll even do that too. So
absolutely.
So, but we are going to have, again, we're going to have lots of vintage. We're going to have modern. We're going to have vintage wax. We will be an Upper Deck redemption booth. So if you like Upper Deck products, we're going to have Synergy Hockey. We're going to have Goodwin's Champions. I forgot what all. We're going to have several Upper Deck products where they will be redeeming at their booth for giveaway packs. I've got Upper Deck cases and boxes ready to bring. So Doug might buy up all the hockey and redeem it himself because he loves hockey. So you never know.
I love Upper Deck.
But we will have Topps product. We'll have a wide variety of wax there. I'm just so excited. I'm ready to get in there and get it all set up.
Joe, you didn't even mention our attire today.
Yes. We will be wearing these jerseys on Friday.
Okay. I was wondering what the
on Friday. We have
alternate jersey Friday.
Jerseys, and alt jerseys will be worn on Friday for Doug and I. I do like your American theme.
I do like America.
I know you do. And this is when you run a company called GotBaseballCards, but you're a lifelong Laker fan, then this is my Lakers baseball jersey. So I've got the purple and sporting the purple.
You want to show what you got on the back there,
sure
Joe?
Right. With the alternate Kobe number 8.
Nice.
Original number.
I'll let him see my alternate jersey.
For those who don't know, Doug's nickname is Hollywood, and so I don't know if that comes from Top Gun or it just comes from all the filming you've done around here.
I believe it's a little bit of a oxymoron, maybe. They call me Hollywood around here, but I think it's more in jest than anything.
Well, that's better than them calling you the moron.
Well, true. Very true.
But we come see us in our jerseys, come get our new trading card. We've also excited. We're also excited to announce the premiere of the Just Grade It campaign, which we're going to be rolling out at the show with lots of details, just detailing more and more of our services. In our booth, too, you're going to see an incredible slideshow that Taylor, our social media guru, has put together. We're going to see 7 minutes of footage. If you want to hang out and see all 7 minutes, great. If you want to see 2 minutes of it. But we detail the entire grading process, as well as clips of the store, a lot of other info, ways we can help you with consignments. And so we've got a lot of cool stuff going on. So
you did not mention, but I'm pretty sure we are going to take submissions at our booth.
Excellent point. We will be taking submissions on site in Chicago. Not pre-screening because we don't have our equipment or our lighting there, but we will be taking submissions back. And
in those very safe and secure Zion suitcases that we have.
yeah, they won't.
We're going to sell the graded cards out of them, and we're going to replace them with
all your
more
raw cards that
submissions.
you're submitting,
Absolutely.
yeah. And so those will stay very close throughout the show
Oh, absolutely.
and on the way back. So look forward to getting those submissions. We took in a ton of them last year. We look forward to taking a lot more back this year. So
Yeah, I'll bring them back. I'll screen them and make you very happy. We would really appreciate it. Guys from that area, you have 50 or 100 cards, that's fine. Bring them in.
bring 'em
It's a
on.
lot cheaper to walk them into us than it is to ship them down to us. So
exactly. So save on that front end of shipping. We'll take care of them. So lots more to share, but we look forward to sharing it with you in person. We hope you can all be there. Again, Chicago National starting tomorrow. We're going to be setting up tomorrow. Actually, be opening to the public on Wednesday, but opening up to the public Wednesday night. But we'll be setting up tomorrow. Can't wait to get into the room. So we're going to have a ball. It's going to be a great year.
Big time.
Go down to Giordano's, get some pizza, and we're going to have a great time. So we hope to see thousands of you there. We hope to get to talk to every one of you.
would love to meet you. I see a lot of names. I just imagine who's sending in the cards from all over the country. But yeah, I'd love to meet you. Please come up and introduce yourself.
Yeah, whether you're dropping cards off, whether you're buying anything or not, just come by and say hello. We'd love to meet you and talk about this wonderful hobby we get to be a part of. So we will also be doing live content at the show. So if you can't make it, stay tuned to our channel. Hope you'll like this video and subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be providing all kind of live content from the event. So very excited to share that with our viewers.
Big time.
All right, so we're going to sign off because we've got some packing to do. Some of us have flights to catch, and we're going to have a great time. So we will see you in Chicago. Thanks for watching today. Signing off for Joe.
And Doug.